All right, we're going to dive into the Dallas median home price here in just a second. I'm going to use this slide on DFW Metroplex to explain a few things quickly. And we're also going to look at the end of the video for where Rockwall beats the trend and a county where if you're looking for a little more opportunity, it might be a good option for you. All right, in the Metroplex here, we can see, so median price and market share, when we see those, I really want to kind of focus on what is affordability for a buyer. Active listings, that gives us an idea of what a buyer has to choose from. Closed sales is an indicator of how much of a negotiation do you think sellers are going to be willing to do. And days on market and months of inventory give you an idea of, one, how much time do you have for the days on market. If we're trying to make a decision really low, hey, we need to make a decision probably pretty fast. As it gets higher, maybe you have a little more time. And months of inventory gives us an idea, are we in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a neutral market? All right, without further ado, let's look at Dallas County, and you can see the median price is actually down about 2.6%. It's at $375,000. I like that we've got market share of 23% in that $200,000 to just under $300,000 price range. The other thing I like is we've got more days on market for Dallas, and the median price and market share really show us that there's some affordability in Dallas County. Let's take a look at Collin County next. And a little bit different story here, much higher market share, not quite as affordable. Median price is staying flat, but that's a relatively high median price. May not be achievable for especially our first time buyers, but maybe so. And if that's a great area for you, awesome. Closed sales are up there. Active listings kind of flat. So the active listings doesn't give us much more to choose from there. And closed sales may not be as anxious to negotiate. And you can see we're a little bit still of a seller's market, but I do like that the days on market is up a little bit in Collin County. Let's take a look at Hunt County. In Hunt County, we've got a median price is actually down. Market share, a huge chunk, 38% at $202.99. Really good for affordability. Closed sales are up quite a bit in Hunt County, and so may not be as willing to negotiate. However, you are in a strong neutral, going to tending towards a buyer's market at 6.6 months of inventory, and of course 10 more days on market. So probably don't have to really rush into making a decision in Hunt County. Let's take a look at Kaufman next. In Kaufman County, median price is flat, but a good median price at $305. A huge market share in that $200 to $299 price range. The days on market, 6 more days, and relatively flat on the months of inventory. A slight seller's market, but really kind of neutral. Look at Rockwall County, and this is where they really defy the trend. The median price up 10.8% at $460. There is a good chunk of market share at $300 to $399, so I do like that in Rockwall County. And even though inventory has dropped, we're still in the neutral market. Days on market is up a little bit, 8 more days in Rockwall County. Now, let's take a look at Hopkins County. This is a little bit further up I-30. If you're looking to commute into Dallas, probably not the best, but if you're able to maybe work from home or you've got a job a little further east, there is a lot of opportunity for. I've got a good friend who specializes in this market, so if you need a recommendation there, I'm happy to help you. But look at this, median price, it's actually down, and there's over a third are in that $200,000 to $300,000 price range. Love that from an affordability standpoint. Closed sales are down, and so that means that that's giving you a little more negotiating power with sellers. And even though months of inventory compared to last year is down a little bit, it's still in a buyer's market. 11 days less, but still on days on market, but still almost 100. So don't necessarily need to rush into a decision right there. But if you find a good deal, you always want to make sure that you pull the trigger on that. We'll look forward to seeing you on next month's update.